Let's start off this episode by seeing if the ports voyage I sent out yesterday actually succeeded. Oh, there we go. Achievement completed without even seeing the dialogue.
It worked! Oh, lucky dookie ducky dookie doo doo da doo day day. The creatures stop their attacks and seem happy with the arrangement. Whee!
It seems that the mineral is tastier the further you mine down. The creatures are in bliss.
Well then, I'm glad that worked out for the fictional miners and the fictional creatures. Both seem happy with that arrangement. I got a few hard clues while skilling last night, so I'll go on a bit of a clue binge right now and finish those up. Probably the closest I'll get to a die anytime soon on a treasure trail. First casket, let's see what's up. Nothing too much. And I can't reroll, so I can get some fortunate components from these guys, but that's about it. It's funny, I got lumberyard teleport scrolls, and the first location on the next clue was the lumberyard, so that worked out well. Casket number 2. Nothing much, but I can reroll. Reroll into not skipping ticket. I very rarely skip any puzzles or anything, so these tickets are not very useful for me, but I guess if I'm in a hurry one day or something. And that's the third casket, so let's see what's there. I might as well do my Vindicta and Gorvek Reaper. I have the KC, so I'll just go in. That's one nice thing about God Wars 2 is there's no instance fees. You just have to make the KC. And the KC halves once you get a certain number of reputation for that boss. So that's pretty cool as well. That was an abysmal 3-minute first kill, but I'm going to get the hang of it again. Okay, I got it down to about 2 minutes, which is better, but still hardly elite. And it appears that Cinderbane gloves don't actually work on Vindicta, so it's kind of useless bringing them here. Just completed the assignment, but I'll stay a little longer. Usually I bring enough for one 6-dose overload, which is 36 minutes or so. I don't really like staying the full hour. Nothing too special in the rest of that trip. I just got some rune kite shields that'll be about 300,000 or 400,000 in high alch value, and some runite ore, so that adds a few more coins. And the magic logs are probably the best other drop there. So it's a pretty good boss, and if you can get the Crest of Zeros for the tier 80 power armor, that is amazing, because then I could upgrade my bandos. I'll hand in those seals from that task into the Zamorak faction so I can get more reputation with them. I have full reputation with Saren and with Zeros, and so I just need it for Slisky and Zamorak. When in doubt, do clue scrolls. This is my weekly elite from the Skeletal Horror. There we go, that's the elite completed, and nothing. Here I am in the Elder Halls on Frenesque, trying to collect Elder Chronicles. It's a little bit more relaxing than Vindicta. And I have to find 100 of these for a Master Quest Cape requirement. I found a little bit over 50 so far. And you can hand them in for little bits of lore pertaining to the Elder Gods. And so there's no way that I'm going to finish this requirement this episode, but make a little bit of progress on it, maybe get one of those memories. I think 10 chronicles equals 1 bit of lore. So I'll just do that semi-AFK for a while. And I got an elite clue scroll just from skilling here, so I really like that update that you can get clue scrolls from skilling. The music here is actually kind of trippy. Here, I'll turn that up for a second. This is an interesting view, looking at myself through this tunnel here. I feel like I'm sneaking up on myself. I think I'm satisfied with 10 Elder Chronicles for the time being. So I'll just go offer those to the guy who takes them. Whatever his name is. Offer Chronicle Fragments, I guess. Divination? 10,000 divination experience? Sure. Ooh, I have unlocked a new Chronicle. From when the cold to harden and freeze, to brittle and fracture the clay, the ending of things, to break apart, to reflect on the past. Okay. I guess Wen is one of the elder gods, the ice god, so that makes sense. She likes to break things, don't we all? I guess I should, whatever, I'll just destroy them. And I guess I'll do this elite. These things are like crack. You just have to do them when you get them. Here's the casket. And nothing too interesting. I'll do my weekly aquarium elite clue, and then that'll probably be it for tonight. Well, that was an easy scan. East of the Illid and north of Narda, and it's 4 paces away from the fairy ring, so that's probably the easiest one I've ever gotten. Moment of truth. Nothing here, but I can re-roll for what? Ooh, a master clue. Okay, JX does not want me to go to bed. Okay, this is a costume emote clue that I cannot do. I do not have Saradomin's Murmur. I do have the Cythera and the Ring of Devotion, but I do have this handy dandy backpack which can swap your clue. Has 3 charges and you can recharge by doing clues. But I also have the option of costume skips, the tickets that you get from treasure trails, so I can use one of those as well. And I have, here I'll show you. Let's see. Yeah, 23 costume skipping tickets, so that should last me for quite a few master clues. And if not, I can just use the backpack swap. Back-to-back Darkmire scans, and that is the 3rd scan this clue. Kind of odd. I actually really love these tower puzzles. It's sort of like Sudoku, but then also has this tower element, so these numbers tell you how many towers you can see out of towers that have the heights 1 to 5. And so if there's a 1, it means that you have a tower of height 5 there. And then there are a few other tricks. For instance, like if you can see 5, then that means it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as well, if you have a 3 here, that means 4 cannot be in the square immediately next to it. And if you have a 4 at the side, then the 4 tower can't be in the one next to it or the one after that. So I sort of start by filling in the 5s, and then I figure out where the 4s can't be, and then I start filling in a few 4s, and then usually it starts getting I start to fill things in, and then the Sudoku rules take over. Here's another example. So here at the side the number says 3, so you can see 3 towers, and that means that 5 cannot be in either the first or the second slot here. It would have to be in one of these 2. But we already know that 5 cannot be in this slot because there's a 5 in the same row, and so that leaves only one more slot there. So you can fill things in like that, and then so we have 4 5s in the square right now, so we can fill in the last 5 based on Sudoku rules. So yeah, you sort of use a combination of the numbers at the side and Sudoku rules, and you can usually get the puzzle fairly quickly. Sometimes there is actually more than one solution, because when you have, let's say, 4 squares at the end that I have here, well, 1 or 2 works in this square, 1 or 2 works in this square. So you can just guess, and there we go, solve the puzzle. And probably, and I'm sure the other way would have worked as well. Okay, I can do this one. And there's the casket. Let's see if there's anything good in there. Could be worse, I guess. Some pretty good cash with these onyx and hydrix bolt tips. Okay, now I'm going to bed. I have a dungeoneering task for once, so I'll extend that and then go do that. Looks like I need 50 Viswax to extend, so I'll make a trip to the Rune Goldberg machine. Well, that's not close to 100%, but might as well. At some point I'll probably start doing rune shop runs every day and buy a whole bunch of runes. And maybe craft ones that I need. Okay, that was about 8 minutes for 2 small dungeons. When I get to the higher levels, or the lower levels, I guess, for dungeoneering, I'm on like floor 22 next time, I think. But when I get to the lower levels, I'll probably do medium dungeons. And I got a golden rock too. So let's see how much experience an extended challenge is worth at level 100 dungeoneering. 227,000. That's pretty good, and it will only increase with higher dungeoneering levels. So to get that much experience per day is pretty awesome. Well, if you can get a challenge every day at higher levels. I suppose I could do some skilling contracts in the Ark. Wyko, it's off to work I go. Oh, golden bamboo, sounds good. Mildly interesting observation, the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, I have discovered a new Ark bird. Quickly note it down in your logbook. Crested Salago Snatcher. Salago is a type of fish, so I guess they're sort of like eastern pelicans, I don't know. I've done the maximum amount of Ark contracts now, mostly woodcutting and hunter, so I'll just do this elder tree daily, which isn't too bad, just 30. Challenge complete, so let's see what these elder log challenges gives. 25,000, okay, not too bad. And oops. Oh, and magic log's back. Okay, that's actually not bad. No, not the Grand Exchange. I can't use that. I had a Hellweir Reaper, but I re-rolled that, and it gave me the option to choose my Reaper, so I'll choose a Raxai in the hopes of getting a web. The Gothixian butterflies are out in full force, so I'll catch some of those on the way to Araxor. Let's see here. Okay. Second kill. Magic seeds. Okay, well I still need farming experience, so not complaining too much. I just signed while doing assault on Araxai's web, sort of almost suiciding. And almost died from a swipe there. See, this is why I did not start a hardcore Ironman account right off the bat. There we go, that's the assignment complete. Let's see if I got anything good. Not too bad. Some smithing experience. I'm not really expecting anything good from Araxar anytime soon, and I'll show you why in a second. So my kill count for Araxar right now is now 228, and in that time I've gotten a staff, a scythe, spider leg, spider leg, spider leg top, and 2 extra eyes. So that is some pretty insane Araxar luck. I mean, if I got a web anytime soon, that would be just ridiculous. So I'm not really expecting that, but it would be nice. I had no idea that you could buy plant pot packs, and here I was going back and forth from the store to the bank with pots in my inventory. I'll just do a little bit of King Black Dragon right now because it drops a book called The Last Riders, which I need for the Master Quest Cape, and also I might be able to get a court scroll from it, so that will be good to get if I can. I'm just wearing Void here because defense is not important at all. There's really no justification for the amount of prayer potions that I brought on this trip. Oh wow, 1 out of 2 items that I came for is on the ground. I mean, I'm not really expecting to get the Last Riders book this trip. I think it can take over 1,000 kills to get that, and I'm only at a couple of hundred. Alright, that's that trip done with. Happy to get the court summons. Just seeing some of the chat from Edgeville there. Hope you feel proud of yourself. Killing skillers helps you sleep at night, huh? Congrats, loser. Grow a fucking pair. Somebody's a little angry. Wait, what? The mime is on trial for mimicry? Okay. Oh, I see. Illegally mimicking and loitering in a public place. How awful. So apparently the mime was dancing with this girl. Her boyfriend showed up. He made some rude gestures at him. And then the boyfriend knocked him out. So the mime is being convicted of mimicry. Did not see that one coming. Now let's see what the reward is. A fainting emote. Interesting. Monkfish and battle staves. That's not too bad. I'll just do one short requirement now, which is to attend the funeral of Clarence the Mage, who was killed by, I guess, this guy Sandy. So this guy Sandy started a business shipping sand from Karamja to different places around RuneScape, and he tried to enlist this wizard to help him make a spell for his workers to go faster. Oh, okay, so basically all it does is make him think that it's perfectly normal to be working hugely long hours for very little pay. And Clarence was getting cold feet about the whole thing and was going to tell the authorities, so I guess that's why he had to die. Jagex puns. So this episode, not too many significant results, and some episodes will just be like that because I'll be training and not getting levels, or doing clue scrolls and not getting items, or doing bossing and not getting any drops. So sometimes it just takes longer to get the results that you want, but I did Finished 2 Master Quest Cape requirements this episode, and made progress on 2 as well. And so I'll try to do a few more within that next episode, and hopefully I'll get some levels and maybe some nice drops next episode too. So I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.